Hi, welcome to Condashura Designs. Today we are going to be taking some plastic eggs and we're going to be dipping them in a nail polish water mixture. For this craft, you're going to need a pretty deep, large tin, and I put a shower cap over it. I taped it to the side to give it more stability. You're going to need a lot of water, room temperature water, not just water, room temperature. Makes a whole lot of difference. Some skewers, a mini screwdriver, nail polish, some varnish, plastic eggs, something to hold your eggs in so they don't fall. And that should do it. Make sure you cover your workspace and let's dive into this. The first thing we need to do is get everything ready. So make sure that you've got your workplace secure and it's covered. I've put room temperature water in here. As you can tell, that it needed quite a bit of water. I also had the shower cap already in place. So we're ready there. We also need to get our eggs ready. So with the eggs, you're going to take your plastic egg and there's a little hole right there, and I'm just going to put my skewer in there a little bit. And then I'm going to take the mini screwdriver and I'm going to make that hole bigger. Like that. And then I'm going to put my skewer back on here. And this is to make it so it's tighter so it doesn't come off when you're dipping it into the nail polish water. Okay, so we've got one of those done. I'll show it again. I'm going to take the skewer first. There's already a little hole and I'm just pushing it to aside a little bit so I can get my screwdriver in there. And then putting the skewer back. So I'm going to do the rest of these and I will be back. All right, now that we have our eggs prepped, we have something to put the eggs in so they can dry. We've got our water and we have our nail polish. I would just use cheap nail polish for this project. Okay, so you're going to, I have 4 colors. I thought that was a nice amount. You can use more or less. What you're going to do is you're just going to kind of dip it, but also kind of just go around in a circle, make as much as you want, and do each color the same way, or you can do different things. You can do little polka dots, little dots and stuff, whatever your crafty mind wants to do is perfect for this. Be aware, your house is going to smell like nail polish. It takes a little bit longer to get it going. And I think with the darker blue, I'm just going to do kind of little dots in the water. All right. Now, the key with this is to move kind of quickly. So you're going to take your egg and you're going to dip it in and out, and that is it. And then you let it dry. And then you take another one and you dip it in, turning it, dip it out, just like that. Okay, I think 2 is probably good enough. I've learned that the more you do, it gets really cakey on the egg, and you don't really want that. So now you have to, what I do is I get a paper towel and I take that layer of nail polish off and I start again, just like at the beginning. Okay, so here's my paper towel, and I'm just going to get as much as that of that out of the water as I can. And after about 6 eggs, you will want to change the water to make sure that you don't get it caking it on there. So now I've got that top layer. It's kind of like a skin layer, and you just want to take that off. And now we start again. So this time I'm gonna do blue, dark blue first. And that one I'm going to swirl around this time. And this is another reason why it's really good to have cheap nail polish, because you use quite a bit of it, and you don't want to be using your really good nail polish. All right, and then here again, rather quickly, we're just going to dip it in, turning it, dip it out. I love how pastel these are turning out. They're so pretty. Okay, see how it didn't really take there? Don't worry about that. Let it dry and you can do it again. I don't recommend doing it right over each other. Here again, it clumps it up too much. I'm going to try one more because I see lots of color over here. See, I don't know if you can see it, how it starts gathering it up a little bit more. It's that skin layer. That's not too bad. I'm okay with that, but if I did it again, it wouldn't be good. So here again, you've got to get a napkin, take that layer off, and continue doing your eggs. All right, well, my daughter came in and thought this looked like really fun. So now she's going to do some. Gotta love it. After this one, we'll change the water out to some fresh to keep our eggs looking really good. And you can use whatever color nail polish that you like or what you have on hand. I just think it's nice to do some spring colors, a little more pastel. Ooh, pretty. Good, and that's okay because we can always go back. All right, now we're going to change out this water with some fresh and we'll be right back. Also, I forgot to tell you, before you change the water, make sure you get that layer of nail polish off the top. You don't want that going down your sink and into your pipes. So please remember, take your napkin and get that off of there before you dump the water and put fresh in. All right, so here we go again. I'm ready. Oh, she went a little slower. It's good. Don't go too slow. Ooh. All right, and we're going to take this layer off and do one more set. Also, I would wear gloves when you are using the napkin to take that layer off. Otherwise, you get nail polish on your hands. Now let's try to do 2 of those eggs that. So it was this one on that back side. There we go. Oh, much better. Cool. So here you can see how it starts getting that layer going. Okay, so now we definitely know we need to stop and we need to change that water if we're going to do any more.
Make that really cool little.
Yeah, it is cool.
But we don't want it to go any further.
Right, we definitely don't want that to go any further. You want to do that one? But I wouldn't use this water. We can use the water, but I need to clean it again.
I don't know, actually.
It can always be towards the back of something, or you could put a sticker on it or something like that. You could.
True. I don't know. I do like it the way it is.
Okay. All right, then we're going to stop there. We did all of our eggs. Now we have to let them dry. So We're going to let them dry, not for too long. Yeah, I'd let them dry for maybe a half hour or so, and then we're going to gloss them. All right, our eggs are dried. It didn't take very long for them to dry. I did wipe them off with some of the drippy water and let it dry a little bit longer. So now we're going to gloss, and I have my DuraClear. You shake that up a little bit, and I'm going to pour some in to a little container. And we're going to take each egg and we are going to gloss it. This will also help with if some of it got a little gloppy. This kind of helps smooth it out a little bit so it's not as noticeable. My daughter actually really liked the gloppy look of it, and so it's preference, definitely preference. I like a little more of a smoother look, but she likes it a little bumpy, gives it texture. And I love that. That's great. It just goes to show there's no wrong way of doing it. But this one has some bubbles. It gives it just a little more of a personality type texture. Love it. So you're just going to keep doing all your eggs with the gloss. And then you have to let this dry for, I would say a couple hours. And then it should be good to go. I'm just going to put one coat on. You can put more than one coat, but I think it will just need one coat of gloss. And then we can set it up and decorate with them. All right, we've let these dry now for about 30 minutes to an hour. They're dry to the touch. Just remember, for them to cure and be really dry, you need to wait for about 24 hours. But we're going to decorate with these. So I have a couple of ideas. So I have this cute little basket that I just thought was so cute, and that some of these eggs might look really cute in, and some green grass. So I'm just going to put some of this in here. And this is just a basket I found around my house. I don't remember where it came from or anything, but I just thought it was so cute, and would look really cute with some of these eggs. So then you just take the eggs off and you just place them in your basket. And if you want, you could put little bows on these eggs and decorate them. You could put stickers. You could do lots of things. So that's one idea, a little basket. Another idea is I have this really nice, pretty bowl, crystal bowl, and you can put some grass, Easter grass in there. And then you can place some of these eggs in there as a decoration for your Easter table. That would be fun. You can make it higher. And then the last idea that I have is I got these from Target, and I just thought these would be really cute for these to decorate with. And you could maybe put a little grass, Easter grass in these. Let's see if that will work. kind of have it hanging out a little bit. And then take your egg, push it in a little bit, a little more out. Oh, that's fun. Fun, fun, fun. And you can decorate with those too. And you don't even need to put the grass. You can just put those in like that. I think the grass kind of gives it a nice little touch though. And those are some fun little ways to decorate. Leave me a comment if you have other ways that you are going to decorate with your nail polish eggs. All right, well, now we've decorated with it. I put these little chicks and little bunnies around. You can find those at most craft stores, and that will do it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one.